Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. Welcome to my end of year favorites. Today we're talking about lips. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. Today I'm going to be chatting to you about my favorite lip products of the year. And here again, I feel there are products on the list that I already talked about with you guys last year, but sometimes the shades I'm featuring here are different. So I have more than 10 here because I just wanted to rave about my favorites. I definitely approach this part of the end of year favorites today by going back to my Shop My Stash videos and seeing what lipsticks I actually wore throughout the year, because in case you are unfamiliar with the rest of my content, I do a Shop My Stash every single month, and then I show you the lipsticks I actually wore that month. And there were a couple of lipstick shades and lipsticks and lipstick formulas that just kept popping up continuously. Every month they came back. And I was like, you know what? If I've used them that many times, I need to share them in my end of year favorites. So that's how I approach this. But there are also some newer bits that I actually discovered this year. So it's a mix of oldie but goodies that I go back to all the time and new in things that I just really loved. If I have any of the reviews up that belong to these lip products so you can see them on and see the swatches, I will make sure to link those videos in the description box down below. And if any of these are still available, I will have some shopping links down there as well. If you use those links, you do have to know that I could make a small commission because those will be affiliated. Let's get to these lip products. Of course, first things first, this is the honorable mention part of the video because the rest of it is more of the new and exciting stuff. But of course, Lisa Eldridge. Where would we be without Lisa Eldridge on this channel? Because so many videos I talk about these products, her lip products show up in every single video consistently. Every single month I do a Shop My Stash. There's always a few Lisa Eldridge lipsticks in there. And you will be able to tell with one of these especially how often I've used it because it's running low. But the one that popped up consistently every single month, almost foolproof, was Velvet Sorcery. It's a slightly darker, more cool tone nude that she does. It's not truly cool tone, but it definitely pulls a bit cooler tone on me. And then the other nude I have by her is the one that's running low, because here is everything I have left of my Velvet Muse. This is warmer toned, it's a bit lighter. I'm very excited to try some of the lipsticks from the new range because those are actually marketed as cool tones. So I was like, I'm gonna take one for the team and see if they are actually cool toned, because that's the only thing that Lisa Eldridge's lip line so far hasn't done very well, is cool tone nudes. There just aren't any, just none. There are cool tone shades, but they're more so in the pink category rather than in the nude category, I feel. So, but yeah, Velvet Muse is still one of my favorite lipsticks till this day. I think sometime in 2025, I will probably have to start replacing this. And the shade I discovered, I think I bought this maybe already in 2022. I don't remember when I purchased this, but this was part of a later drop. This is Velvet Duchess, and it became my favorite deeper red that she does. Velvet Duchess is very, very good at bridging the gap between Velvet Jazz, which is my other favorite darker toned red lipstick she does, and Velvet Ribbon, which Velvet Ribbon I sometimes find too bright, and Velvet Jazz is sometimes a little bit too brown for me. And this is Velvet Jazz, but with a cooler undertone. So also in the reds, I do find you can find cooler toned lipsticks, but red I feel a lot of people find difficult to wear because it is such an out there shade. But I really love this thing to pieces. It has become one of my favorite reds from the line. And especially in the Christmas season, like right now, this is actually going to be the lipstick I'm wearing on Christmas Day. So I'm filming this just a day in advance. So by the time you see this video, Christmas Day has already happened. But yeah, this is the lipstick I plan on wearing on Christmas Day. A couple of other lipsticks that I wore very consistently this year is this really bright number from Catrice. This is their Scandalous Matte lipstick in Casually Overdressed. And yes, that's a purple lipstick. It's very similar to Lisa Eldridge's New Wave, which I've compared in a recent video. I did a full face of dupes in November. And this is almost exactly the same thing. It's a slightly lighter shade, I would say. And I would also say that the Lisa Eldridge is ever so slightly warmer toned. It has more pink. This is a bit more purple. But I like this one better. This is the one I reach for consistently. And I was shocked to find how often I have pulled this into my Shop My Stash. It was like the better part of the year. There were only like a few months where I didn't select this. So it had to be featured here. And similarly with these two, I actually featured another Ultra Lip from Glossier last year, which was the Ultra Lip in Fête. Because I liked it so much, I actually picked up two more shades. The shade Pony, which is this really pretty mauve tone, favorite. It's like lip balm but with color. It's so hydrating. I wore it every month again. Like, it popped up so many times. And I also bought it in Vesper, which looks very intense, but it's actually a really pretty berry shade. So I do wear this a little bit less because I need to love the look it gives. But Pony has been a go-to game changer everyday lip color for me. And I wanted to feature some gloss as well. A gloss I've been wearing a lot lately is my Tower 28 Milky Shine On Jelly thing in Pistachio. I again gave this a review the other day, realized how much I loved it, and I also realized that I had owned this long enough that I need to like get on with this one and use it up. I used one of these up in the shade Coconut earlier, so I know I can do it. And as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but like I've used up quite a bit of this already, and I have been using it a lot again in December. So I was like, you know what? I know this was in last year's list, but I've used it so much again that, yeah. And this is going to go on the use up pile. This is going to go into a project pan. I don't film separate project pan videos. If you want to know what I'm trying to pan and use up, watch my Shop My Stashes, because that's where I share that info. These guys, the Kiko Milano 3D Hydra Glosses. These are lovely. This is shade 35, a really good mauve tone again. When I tried a bunch of Kiko lipsticks 2 years ago, these were discontinued because they were reformulating, and they took a while to come back. But now that they're back, you guys were right, because a lot of people were asking about the Kiko glosses, and I think they are great. I have several shades. I also decluttered some that were warm toned that I didn't love, but I did buy some more when I most recently placed an order for some Kiko products. And of course, we need to talk K-Beauty, because I love me a K-Beauty lip tint. We all know that. In fact, I am so happy that some of these have now been released in new shades yet again, so I may actually have to place an order for some new K-Beauty lip stains, because they're coming out with all the mauve tones, and I want to try them all. I want to try them all. But one of my favorites from the K-Beauty realm is the Peri Para Ink Velvets. This is what they look like. This is in the shade Wine Nude. It's perhaps a bit brown for most people who love cool tones, but this is such a good neutral for me, especially in the fall time. I wore this loads around like October time. I also really love the Glasting Water Tint, but the only shade they did so far that I really loved was Vintage Ocean. They now do it in like a mauve shade and a fig shade, so I want to try more of this because this is one of my favorite lip tint formulas. It's very hydrating. That Glasting Water Tint that it has in the name, it truly delivers on. It looks like you're wearing like a popsicle on your lips. That's how shiny these are, and they're so good. I actually took this one traveling with me several times. And then I have two Romand lip tints. I really love these. I love the Dewy Full Water Tints. This is the one in Custard Mauve, and this is one of the coolest toned lip tints I have. This is super pretty. And I'm actually wearing another shade from the Blur Fudge tints on my lips today. This is Cool Rose. But this is the one I've used the most this year. This is actually, what shade is this again? This is Fudge Red. It's like an orangey tone red. And what I like about these so much is that they have that blurry sort of Asian trending lip look. I always struggle creating that because with a lot of lipsticks, I have pretty pigmented lips. So getting that blurred out vibe can be very difficult for me. But I feel that this really nicely creates that softer lip look that I'm sometimes looking for. So if I don't want to go too full on with a bullet lipstick, then I tend to go with these two. And I think, again, I bought some more of these as well. Like the Romand. I know I've bought more Romand lip products because they do some good things. They do some really good things. The lip product discovery of the year for me, Kiko lip liners. These are their creamy color comfort lip liners. I have 6 of these now. I have a red, as you can see, a really nice nude mauve-y thing, some deeper things. These come in heaps and of shades. They're $7.99 at the drugstore. And they're just as good as Lisa Eldridge because they're exactly the same. I also tried some of the Lisa Eldridge lip liners, which I also love. I also tried some MAC lip liners this year, which I also loved. But if I have to give you just one recommendation for A, how affordable they are, and B, how effective the product is, look no further than the Kiko Creamy Comfort lip liners, because these... I was never a lip liner lover before 2024, and now that I have these, I want them in every color. These lip liners from Kiko are excellent, and they are like the ones you can sharpen, which I also enjoy. And like I said, they come in heaps and shades, and I've said this many times before, Kiko is an Italian makeup brand. I suspect that a lot of their products are made in the same factory as a lot of high-end brands, and I think these are made in the same factory as Lisa Eldridge lip liners are, because these are good. These are really good. And that means I also have to go back to the lip combo that got me started on like loving lip liners, and it's this little combo that I picked up last year from Icon, another Italian makeup brand. Their matte Icon lip and lipstick and lip liner, I should say, sort of kicked it off, and I use these again so many times. I haven't tried any other products from Icon because I have figured out that getting it shipped over is probably going to be a little bit expensive. They seem to be mainly focused on the Italian market, so I probably won't get to try more from the brand unless I travel to Italy, which is not going to happen anytime soon. I mean, Italy in 2025, it's a holy year, so stay away from Rome. If you were planning to go to Rome next year, you may want to stay away because they're expecting a lot of people there because of the holy year. Yeah, Wycon is amazing as well. This made me realize that lip liners can actually make a difference, and I wanted to feature them again here because I reached for this little combo quite a bit this year. And I feel a little bit silly for saying this next one as a recommendation because Revlon and lipstick, I believe that like they've been doing good things since the 50s. So I feel very late to the party with this. However, I used to own so many Revlon lipsticks. Like way back in the day, I had so many great Revlon lipsticks. They were on the forefront of like liquid lipsticks back when that became a thing. Who remembers those lip butters that they used to do? The Revlon lip butters? Mine went bad. So I had to declutter most of them. But then I bought some again this year. And I was like, Revlon, where have you been? Because I love your lip products. And I especially fell in love with the Super Lustrous lipstick in the absolute classic Cherries in the Snow. Is there a lipstick shade that's any more iconic than this? Like, this shade has been around since the 50s, and it was just such a good one. It's that really nice plumpy berry shade combined with the creamy shiny finish. This is excellent, and because I fell in love with Revlon so hard, you will have seen me haul a bunch of new Revlon lipsticks because I was like, I need more. I need more. And there were actually a couple of shades that some of you recommended to me, so those are the things I also picked up after I told you how much I love this one. So, Cherries in the Snow by Revlon, discovery of the year. I don't want to call it that because it's not a discovery because I already knew these existed, but it feels that way. It feels that way. I kind of have rekindled my love for a lot of my old favorites this year, I feel. So this is definitely that. But on the cusp of 2024, I found this. It's by Kiko. It's the Powder Power Lipsticks. It's a mouthful. I say it wrong 3 times every single time. I bought a couple of shades. These are dupes for the MAC Powder Kiss lipsticks. That's what the MAC version is called. This is their mauve tone, which is perfectly cool toned. I also picked up in a red and a burgundy shade. These are so pretty. They are amazing. I wore them a couple of times now. I'm definitely going to have to do like an update with some Kiko lipstick formulas, because Kiko is absolutely hitting it out of the park when it comes to their lipstick formulas. I have been loving so many things I've tried from Kiko lipstick wise in the past year that, you know, we're just due another test. So stay tuned for January, because I may have been cooking something up behind the scenes, as you will see very, very soon. So yeah, those are all of the lip products I wanted to share with you today. My top 10 and a bit, because there are some honorable mentions here and things that I had already featured. So I really wanted to make it a blend of new and old things that I love. So yeah, let me know in a comment down below what your favorite lip product was. I would love to know. I have been on a major lip product kick in the past couple of months. I need to stop buying lip products. Because it's becoming a problem. But you'll see, because I'm gonna be swatching out all of my makeup in February for you guys, and one of the things I need to do is swatch out all of the lip products, which I'm not looking forward to, because lip products stain your hands so badly. But hey, we're gonna soldier on. All good things for the content of this channel, right? Am I right? Okay, so thanks so much for joining me here today. I have one more video left in my little end of year favorites series, which will go up tomorrow. So if you want to know all about my favorite eyeshadow palettes of the year, then I hope you'd like to stay tuned. So thanks so much for joining me here today. Thumbs up this video, subscribe, because I have lots more content coming your way in the new year. And then I really hope you have a great day today. Take care, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye-bye.